take you to wow, Tariff Town. Okay.
Okay.
So this is, you guessed it.
It's a new power supply from Raspberry Pi, which is interesting because they didn't need to make this, but they did anyways. And it's actually kind of a good USB PD power supply. So this is not a replacement for their 5-volt, 5-amp Raspberry Pi 5 power supply. It's a little bit more expensive because it supports all the different voltages for USB PD, which does make it really good for if you're using it for like LEDs or motors or charging big batteries where you need everyone like zoom in. It's very small.
We're going to zoom. Boop, boop, boop.
Boop. It supports 5.1 volts at 5 amps, which is rare. They usually don't. 9 volts at 5 amps, also rare. Usually they don't have 5 amps for anything but 20 volts. 12 volt support, which is not rare, but it's a lot of it's optional. It's not a required voltage. 15 volts and 20 volts. It's a captive cable, so you can't remove it. It's made in Cambodia, so you don't have to worry about it getting tariffed really high, which is nice. This one works with any voltage, but has a US plug. And the plug isn't removable. So if you want to use it in another country, you'll just need a mechanical adapter.
But do check the news to where you're going and what you want to do for your local tariff surcharges. Okay. 9.
Can you
8.
go wait,
7.
I was going to show the
6.
I didn't finish.
Oh, you're going to show it on the overhead?
Yeah, I was going to show it on the overhead.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was trying to do it.
Yeah.
I forgot to do the overhead. I got to do it here. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
You get so excited.
You're good.
Okay. So here I have it, and I want to show what this would actually be really good for is if people want to use this with our PD. It's
glowy.
It's very bright and it's very glowy, which means it's. No, hold on.
You can get it closer, I think.
Let me see if I can do that, and then maybe it's a little bit better. Okay, well, you can kind of see. So this is the 12 volt, but you can use our selectable PD adapter and get, this is, you can kind of see it, 9 volts. And what I like is, again, it does the 12 volts, it does the 15 volts, and it does the 20 volts. It doesn't do 18 volts, but 18 volts is like really rare. And of course, 5 volts. And the 5 volts, 5 amps is particularly nice because if you can go back to the product. If you're...
yeah. Right there, this one?
Yes, click here.
Zoom.
Especially if you're doing stuff with like NeoPixels or you need a lot of amperage at 5 volts, and you don't want to get a DC power supply, you want to use like a USB PD with something like our Sparkle Motion boards. This is a good option because most 5 volt power supplies don't give you 5 amps.
Well, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah. We've got numbers.
Yeah, people asked. We had the alphabetical characters before, Roman characters, and now we have numbers.
Yeah, these are cool.
Backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
So all the digits are also available now. They all need about 3 volts, about 50 milliamps or so. You just power them directly. If you're using something other than like slightly less than 5 volts or less than 3 volts, use a resistor. We have a guide on filaments and nudes, but just treat them like an LED with a forward voltage of about 3 volts and a maximum current of about 50 milliamps or so. I think it's always good to start with like a 200 ohm resistor and then move up and down, depending, to make sure they don't overheat.
Yeah. What's that song? 5, 8, 7, 8, 3, 0, 9. Anyways, start of the show. Besides you, Lady Ada, our team, our community, and everyone who's on this roller coaster, it's Servo. That's why it was, not Servo, it's Solenoid. That's why the code was Noid. It's this.
Yeah, this is a I2C to 8-channel solenoid driver. This is, a common request that we've seen is people are like, I have to wire up a lot of solenoids. And I'm like, or like, unidirectional motors. And I'm like, yeah, you just like, there's no really easy way to do it. You have to like have all these transistors and flybacks and stuff. And I've noticed that people either have like 1 solenoid or 20 solenoids. Like no project really has like 3. It's often like, or 2. It's often like 8. So if you're making like your metallophone or your robot, or you're doing something with model trains, whatever, you have a lot of solenoids that you're trying to control. Maybe you work at the House in the Rock in Wisconsin, and you have to update all of these old solenoid-driven robotics. This would be a great board for you. So it uses I2C to a GPIO expander, the MCP 23017. That will give you 16 GPIO. What I like about it is it's push-pull, so it's really great for driving the transistors. So on the board itself, actually, here. On the board itself, we've got 8 3-amp transistors. Each one has a flyback diode, and it has a little red LED to let you know when it's activated. They're by default off, so when you power it up, you're not going to like get any jitter or anything. And then over I2C, we've got code. The MCP 23017 is a very, very popular expander chip. So there's code in Python, Rust, Arduino, CircuitPython, MicroPython, whatever. Use port A as the solenoids, and then we also expose port B. So if you want to have 8 buttons or 8 LEDs or whatever, we also expose those. And then there's 3 address jumpers. So if you want to use it solderless, you can just actually plug and play, get it going immediately with no soldering. But if you solder closed those 3 jumpers, you can connect 8 of these for 64 total solenoids at once.
If you want to cosplay as Luke's chopped off hand from Empire Strikes Back, this is for you.
Definitely,
I'm stealing that joke from the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, that's new products. So beep beep boop boop boop.